long time no see. And as you can tell by the title, I got some news for you about me. And I know usually I do like more kind of goofy video, makeup, review, thing like that, random video. But I thought I'd speak a little bit about my story. If everybody would look my channel want to see this kind of video, but for people who interested, there we go. And that's not a fake title. I really didn't know I was 27. Yeah, 27. I have problem with numbers in English. I don't know why. 27 weeks pregnant. But I got a great excuse, and I want to share a little bit of my story for who interesting. And for me also, I think it's fun to have that back on tape and everything. So yeah. So my story began at 14 or something like that. Like the start of my teenage year, that I cannot have kids because I got something called Turner syndrome, which basically it's a chromosomic syndrome and everything. You can have different thing with this syndrome. I have a really light form of it, so basically it's affecting my puberty and everything like that. And I never got menstrual cycle, so I take the pill for the longest time because to have a hormone in my body and thing like that. And I always thought I could never have kids by my own. So in my head, that was really like a strong idea that I cannot get pregnant like that and everything. So I thought. So I've been with my boyfriend for 9 years, and we wanted kids. So we are in the adoption list, but it's take a long time, at least in Quebec. And we've been in this list for 5 years now, and that's really long. We're still in this list, but it's really long. And for 3 years, we try also with that. We try artificial insemination, but because I didn't have ovary, or so did I thought. But because I didn't have ovary, the doctor thought at first, but obviously I need, for the artificial insemination, I need a donor. So my sister was kind enough to be my donor, and it's a long process. If you want, I can make a separate video on infertility, fertility treatment, and all that good stuff. But yeah, I got problem with the medication. It's a long process, and we only been able to do one run of it, one implantation, and that didn't work. So, and that's been like, that's been like 1 year and 6 months since with this implantation. And we were about to try another round of it, but obviously we don't need that now. And infertility is really hard, especially for two people. My boyfriend really wants kids, I really want kids, and the ironic thing that I work with kids. In my other, I have 2 jobs, but one of my jobs is with kids, and so it was really hard. And one thing that I found really hard about that is my boyfriend really wants kids, and for me, I can do anything about it, but him, just he sacrificed his desire to have kids because of me. So I thought it was really nice to do that for me. And I'm not sure myself if I could stay that long with somebody to make the choice to not have the kid, just to stay with one people. I think at long or over the years, I was not sure that I can make a cross on that dream if I can have kid like he can. but it stayed with me. And even though when a kid, he always tell me that he want to stay with me and everything. He was really sweet about it. So we were about to start the treatment. And also, yeah, side note, because of the treatment, I didn't take the pill, like the contraceptive pill that I take usually, because I was always thinking that I'm supposed to start the treatment really soon. So that's help obviously. And yeah, so I think it's in September I start finding myself gaining weight, but just in my belly area. Really, just my belly taking weight. So I think that's weird. I didn't have any other symptoms. I didn't have nausea. I didn't have strange taste, feel dizzy or thing like that. None of it. I was a little bit more tired maybe, but I work at night. I got some strange schedule. I was going to school and all that and everything. So I really didn't think much, but my belly was growing and growing, and I was finding so strange. And when you in your body, you didn't you see the change, but progressively, and I got used to. But I was at the point where I was almost shy of it, because I didn't want people to think that I was pregnant, and in my head I was not. So I really find that strange, and I also start doing spinning class to lose weight. Now I stopped that obviously, but I was really like, that's so strange. And my boob got bigger. I remember, like, back in September, I got a bikini, like, in the start of the summer, so in July maybe. And I'm a prude person, so the bikini was really not revealing and everything. And I put this bikini back in September, and my boob was so showing and everything. That's when I really noticed that my boobs are getting bigger. But other than that, no. And I thought I gained weight, so that's logic that my boob gets bigger. And it's back in December that I learned for a fact that I was pregnant. Uh, so it's been a long time since I find myself getting bigger, and that was strange and everything. But one day, I think it was like the 11th of December or something like that, or the 13th of September, I think. Yeah, I was in Quebec with my parents, to go see Quebec City with my parents, to go see my sister who lived there. And and the last day that we were there, I I I get I wake up in my pajamas and go to eat breakfast. And my dad see me in my pajamas, and he looked at my belly, and he thought, no, something strange with that. And I was complaining about getting weight and everything. So my dad is a doctor, so he was like, oh, you talk about your stomach getting bigger and you find that strange. Can I examine you? So he made me lay on my back and touch my belly and everything. In his head, he was knowing that I was pregnant, or find that really, really strange. But him also cannot believe it. So he just told me, maybe you should take an echography or thing like that. Just see what's happening. And I was... even before he said that to me, I was thinking of maybe I got some kind of liver, kidney, or thing like that, or maybe, I don't know, something made me bloated or everything like that. And maybe that I was sort of wasn't pregnant, so that I imagine other thing. But because I was feeling fine, I was not that worried. So I was like, okay, I take an echography, see what it is. And he go back in his room, make a little bit research on his iPad, and say, Marianne, you know, some people with with Turner syndrome happen to be pregnant on this spontaneously and everything, so maybe you should take a pregnancy test. What do you think about that? And in my head, that was so impossible that even if my boyfriend wasn't there and everything, I said, yeah, I don't care. I'm sure that was negative, so go ahead if you want. Make me pass a pregnancy test. So I finished my breakfast. He came back with the pregnancy test, and I do what I gotta do. I pee on it, and even if I see the 2 line instantly, I was like almost 6 months pregnant, so the line appeared right away. But in my head, that's so impossible that I say, oh, I'm gonna wait the time that you're gonna wait, like 5 minutes to have the real result. But obviously, after 5 minutes, they still have the 2 lines. So, and even then, so you know, when you have an idea so insert in your head, and you make your grieving about having a kid and everything, I was so sure the test was false. Even though if I know you cannot not have a false positive pregnancy test, you know, because if it's positive, you have the hormone and everything. But I thought they have almost changed the change of the test failing of me pregnant. That's the same thing. They both were really impossible. So I was not wanting to have my hope so high. So yeah. So and even my mom, she was not thinking at all that I was pregnant. That was like, that's strange. And also her, she know that pregnancy test cannot lie about that. But my dad was sure, but didn't want he was sure, but didn't want me to stress about it, to wonder and everything. So he said, you know, go see your doctor. I'm gonna make you an appointment with your doctor and see what's the deal. And before I start my fertility treatment, like a couple years ago, I see a doctor to see my body was able to carry a child and everything with the syndrome and everything. And they find out that I was fine and everything. And yeah, so 4 day later, I told my boyfriend and everything, and 4 day later we have the first ecography to see really what's happening with that. And sure enough, I was pregnant. You cannot imagine the shock that I got and the joy that's the most happy day of my life. It was the 17th of December, so the most beautiful Christmas present ever. And everything looks fine in the ecography and everything. So that was just the first ecography. They tell me that there was almost 6 months, but almost 7 months, but they didn't know if there was a girl or a boy and everything, because there was another kind of machine, I think. But I right after the ecography, I see my doctor and talked a little bit. Also, she wants me to see a geneticist to see if the baby gonna be having the same syndrome of me and everything. But they find out that the change for her to have the same syndrome of me are really slim. So I was not worried at the time about that. And especially, like, you see me, I'm not that bad. So I was not that worried. I was just happy to have a baby. So she wanted me to quickly as possible to start having the proper pregnancy follow-up, because I was almost 7 months and didn't have the ecography where you see the baby really well and measure and everything, and you get some vaccine to have, some blood tests and diabetes tests and everything. And my doctor, she's so amazing. The next morning she called me and said, You go to the hospital, we're gonna check everything, see everything is fine. So I go there, they check my heart because of my syndrome. My heart is not really more weak, but my cartilage, I think, on my artery are more prone to break or thing like that. They have to check that a little bit if I was pregnant. So they checked that, my heart was fine. They checked the baby, like more measuring her, because it's a girl, measuring the baby and everything, and find out it's a little girl, so it's her little Alice. It's got a little wonder. So it's our little Alice. So yeah, we were so happy to find out that she was okay and fine and everything. Now I'm 30, 37 weeks pregnant. I'm gonna be 37 weeks pregnant tomorrow. I'm still at 36, but it's coming soon. I can't wait to see her. But yeah, basically, yeah, everything looks good. I'm gonna have a normal delivery and everything, and my family and my boyfriend family are so happy. I think that's about it for now. I want to do more video. I got a different schedule, obviously, and I'm gonna show you my little wonder when she arrived and everything. And I got some old video that I filmed a couple months ago that I'm gonna try to edit. So that's it for now, but hopefully you're gonna have a really quick another video from me. Not with her, not with Alice, because she's due on the, I got problem with number in English, 14th of March. So yeah, that's soon, but I guess I'm gonna make another video before that. But if you're interested, I really want to show you her when she come to the world. I can't wait to see her face. And oh, before I go, maybe I'm gonna show you my belly if you want. So I never thought that I gonna have a big belly like that. And I don't know if you remember, but I don't know if you can see that, I got a tattoo of a horse. Now at first it was a little horse, but now it's stretching. So yeah, that's my big belly. And yeah, so that's it for now, and I'm gonna see you in my other video. Bye guys.